Imagine a life where you stop chasing people, approval, or validation. A life where your peace is not shaken by outside noise and your purpose is not shaped by other people's opinions. Imagine waking up, not to chaos, but to the quiet voice inside you. A voice you once ignored because the world felt too loud. Now picture this. You are alone, but not lonely. You have released what no longer supports your growth. And in that quiet space, something begins to rise. Clarity, strength, and truth. Buddhist teachings remind us that real transformation often begins in solitude, where your inner self finally has room to breathe. This is the beginning of healing. This is how you rebuild yourself even when you stand alone. And it begins now with 12 Buddhist principles that can reshape your thinking, refresh your spirit, and guide you back to your true nature. 1. Detach from the illusion of control. Much of our suffering comes from trying to manage things that were never truly in our hands. We want people to behave a certain way. We want life to go according to our plan. We expect situations to unfold exactly how we imagined. And when they don't, we feel frustrated, anxious, or defeated. But here's the truth. You cannot control what other people say, think, or do. You cannot control the outcomes, the timing, or the twists of fate. Life is unpredictable. People are imperfect. Circumstances will change, often without warning. Buddhism teaches us that pain is not caused by what happens to us, but by our attachment to how we believe it should happen. As Buddha wisely said, you only lose what you cling to. The tighter you hold on to expectations, the more you suffer when they're not met. But when you release that grip, something beautiful happens. You begin to experience life as it is, not as you demand it to be. Let go of trying to force outcomes. Let go of trying to fix everyone. Let go of needing everything to be perfect. When you stop resisting reality, you stop suffering. And in that surrender, you don't become weaker, you become wiser. Because now, instead of wasting your energy on what you can't control, you begin to master the one thing you always can, your response. That's where your power is. Not in controlling life, but in how gracefully you meet it. 2. Sit with yourself, not your distractions. In today's world, it's easier than ever to run from yourself. Every time you feel discomfort, boredom, or sadness, there's a screen to scroll, a song to play, a video to watch, or a conversation to escape into. These things may seem harmless, but over time they create a dangerous habit. You start avoiding your own presence. You begin to fear silence. You begin to resist stillness. And slowly, without realizing it, you become a stranger to your own mind. Buddhism teaches that true healing and transformation only begin when you stop distracting yourself and start facing yourself. Why is sitting with yourself so important? Because underneath the noise is truth. Underneath the discomfort is clarity. And the emotions you've buried, those quiet whispers of sadness, guilt, or longing, are not trying to destroy you. They're trying to guide you. When you learn to sit alone, without reaching for your phone, without calling someone, without numbing your thoughts with noise, you begin to hear what your soul has been trying to say all along. You realize you're not empty. You're just unattended. You're not broken. You're just unheard. So sit, not as a punishment, but as a return to yourself. Let the silence feel awkward at first. Let the emotions rise. Observe them like passing clouds. Don't judge, just listen. Because the moment you become fully present with yourself, without needing anything else to escape into, you begin to remember who you really are, and that, in itself, is the beginning of transformation. 3. Embrace the pain that rebuilds you. Most people run from pain. It's natural. We think pain is something bad, something to avoid. something to fix as quickly as possible. But in Buddhism, pain is not the enemy. It's a messenger, it's a mirror, it's the crack through which light enters the soul. The truth is, growth never feels like comfort. It feels like loss, like confusion, like everything falling apart. But just like a seed must break open before it can grow into a tree, you must allow parts of yourself to break so you can rise into someone greater. Pain is not here to punish you. It's here to reshape you. When you sit with your suffering instead of numbing it or escaping it, you begin to understand its wisdom. That heartbreak, it showed you what you truly value. That failure, it taught you resilience you never knew you had. That silence, it brought you face to face with the parts of yourself that need healing. You can't rebuild yourself if you're always hiding from what hurts. And here's the shift. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" This change in mindset turns pain into power. The most peaceful people you'll ever meet are not the ones who never suffered. They're the ones who look their pain in the eye, accepted it with grace, and let it transform them. So don't rush to escape what hurts. Let it burn away the old version of you, the one that was too afraid, too dependent, too lost. And from those ashes, a stronger, clearer, and wiser you will rise. This is the beauty of pain when met with presence. It doesn't just break you, it rebuilds you. 4. Simplify your life. Amplify your spirit. In a world that constantly pushes us to want more, do more, and become more, simplicity often feels like a weakness. But in Buddhism, simplicity is not a step backward. It's a return to clarity, a return to peace. Think about it. How many things do you carry, physically, mentally, emotionally, that you don't truly need? How much energy is drained managing things that add no value to your spirit? The clutter in your home, the overcommitment in your schedule, the noise in your digital life, and the toxic people in your circle, they all weigh you down, quietly and constantly. Buddha taught that desire is the root of suffering, not just material desire, but the craving for more recognition, more possessions, more distractions. But the path to transformation isn't found in adding, it's found in subtracting. Start by asking, what is truly essential to my peace? Simplify your surroundings. Let go of what you don't use. Simplify your relationships. Choose depth over quantity. Simplify your mind. Release thoughts that don't serve your higher self. When you begin to live with less, you actually feel more space to breathe, more time to reflect, more energy to grow. Simplicity doesn't mean you give up joy. It means you stop chasing what doesn't bring real joy in the first place. It creates a sacred space inside you where your spirit can rise, uninterrupted by noise or pressure. So, slow down, clear the excess. Let your life become quiet enough that you can hear your soul again. Because the more you simplify, the more you amplify who you truly are. 5. Become the observer, not the reactor. One of the greatest teachings in Buddhism is this: you are not your thoughts and you are not your emotions. You are the one who watches them. But most people forget this. Sometimes something triggers them, a rude comment, a moment of fear, a painful memory, and they react without thinking. Anger takes over, anxiety floods the mind, sadness pulls them down, and before they know it, they're doing or saying things that only create more suffering. Buddhism teaches a different path, a path of awareness, a path of stillness. Instead of being pulled by your emotions, learn to observe them. Like clouds drifting across the sky, emotions come and go. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to become them. You simply watch, you breathe, you stay still. This is not easy at first. The mind wants to react. The ego wants to fight. The pain wants to scream. But when you pause, you give yourself power. You shift from automatic reaction to conscious response. And in that space between the trigger and your action, you find freedom. Here's the truth. Anger is not the enemy. Fear is not the enemy. Even sadness is not the enemy. The real danger is losing yourself inside of them, so practice becoming the watcher of your mind. When anger rises, say, "Ah, anger is here." When fear appears, say, "I see you, fear." And then breathe. Don't push it away. Don't fight it. Just let it pass. Like a wave rolling over you, not through you. This is emotional mastery. This is how you stop being a victim of your mind and start becoming the master of it. Because the strongest person is not the one who reacts the fastest. It's the one who stays still long enough to choose peace over chaos. Be the observer, and your whole life will begin to change. We all carry a version of ourselves that was shaped by pain, fear, rejection, or past experiences. Maybe it's the not good enough version, the always fails version, the one that was criticized, betrayed, abandoned, or told they were too much, or not enough. And over time, without realizing it, you begin to identify with that self. You start believing that's who you are. You say things like, "I'm just an anxious person. I always mess things up. This is just the way I am." But Buddhism teaches something powerful. There is no fixed self. The self you believe you are is not permanent. It can change. It can evolve. It can be rebuilt. Yet in order to become someone new, you have to be willing to let go of the version of you that no longer serves your highest good. Let go of the self that doubts. Let go of the self that shrinks to fit in. Let go of the self that keeps reliving the same story of pain. You don't need to hate that version of you. It was doing its best with what it knew. It helped you survive. But now you're ready to grow. And growth means releasing the identity that was built on wounds, so you can step into one built on wisdom. This transformation doesn't happen all at once. It happens when you choose, moment by moment, to act like the person you want to become, not the one you've been. You start speaking kindly to yourself. You stop repeating stories that hurt. You walk with your head higher, not out of pride, but because you've remembered your worth. Letting go of the old self isn't about becoming someone else. It's about returning to who you were before the world told you who to be. So breathe deeply. Forgive the past version of you. And with every step forward, remind yourself you are allowed to grow beyond who you once were. 7. Learn the power of walking alone. There will be moments in life when you feel abandoned, misunderstood, or completely alone. Friends fade, relationships fall apart, support disappears, and you're left wondering, why is no one here? But what if that loneliness is actually sacred? In Buddhism, solitude is not something to fear, it's something to honor. Because when you walk alone, without the noise, without the influence, without the pressure to be someone for others, you begin to meet the most important person in your life, yourself. We live in a world that constantly tells us to stay connected, but connection without self-awareness leads to confusion. You begin to live for others, say yes when you mean no, and shape yourself to fit their expectations. In solitude, that illusion falls away. You begin to hear your own thoughts again. You start questioning what you actually want, not what others expect. You remember your values, your dreams, your pain, your power. Buddha walked away from his palace, his comfort, his identity, alone. And in that sacred solitude beneath the Bodhi tree, he awakened. Solitude is where you strip away the masks. It's where the real work begins. No one clapping for you, no one guiding your steps. Just you, showing up for your own soul. But understand this, walking alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means becoming strong enough to stand without needing anyone else to hold you up. When you can walk your path without applause, when you can be at peace without constant company, When you can enjoy your own presence like a best friend, that's when you know you are becoming whole. So if you feel like no one understands you right now, if you're walking a path that feels unfamiliar and quiet, know this isn't your punishment, it's your preparation. Because those who learn to walk alone eventually lead themselves to the most powerful place of all, inner peace. 8. Choose mindfulness over multitasking. In the modern world, multitasking is praised like a superpower. The more you can juggle, the more valuable you seem. But here's what no one tells you. The more tasks you split your attention across, the less of yourself you bring to each one. You eat while scrolling your phone. You listen while thinking about your reply. You walk while your mind races in 1,000 directions. But are you really living, or just moving through life on autopilot? Buddhism teaches the opposite of multitasking. It teaches mindfulness, the practice of being fully present with whatever you're doing, no matter how simple it seems. When you eat, just eat. When you listen, just listen. When you walk, feel each step beneath your feet like it matters. Why is this important? Because when your mind is scattered, your life becomes scattered. When your attention is divided, your energy is drained. And when you rush through every moment, you miss the beauty, the wisdom, and the healing it quietly offers you. Mindfulness brings you back to now, the only moment that actually exists. It calms the nervous system, it clears mental fog, it deepens your connection to the world and to yourself. And most importantly, it awakens your presence. You begin to notice the flavor of your food, the sound of the wind, the rhythm of your breath. You begin to realize that life isn't happening later, it's happening right here. And the more present you are, the richer your life becomes. Even washing dishes can become a meditation. Even sipping tea can become a sacred act if you give it your full attention. So stop chasing more. Stop rushing through everything just to get to the next thing. Slow down, come back to this moment. Because when you stop multitasking and start living mindfully, you don't just get things done, you come back to life itself. 9. Accept what is and change what you can. One of the deepest sources of suffering in life is the fight against reality. We wish things were different. We replay mistakes, regret decisions, hold on to anger, and obsess over things that are simply out of our control. But here's the truth. You cannot heal by resisting what is. Buddhism teaches a profound balance, acceptance, and action. Accept what is, change what can be, and have the wisdom to know the difference. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It does not mean becoming passive. It means making peace with the present moment before you decide what to do next. Because when you're at war with what's already happened, you drain your energy. But when you accept it, you free up space to respond wisely. You don't have to accept injustice. You don't have to tolerate toxic behavior. But you do have to stop wishing the past could be different. You do have to stop trying to control every outcome. Instead, ask yourself, can I change this? If yes, take action with clarity and compassion. If no, breathe, let go, and trust the unfolding of life. Acceptance doesn't mean you agree with everything. It means you stop fighting reality so that you can meet it with strength instead of resistance. And action, true conscious action, comes from a still place, not a frantic one. When you accept what is, you can finally see clearly what steps to take. Here's what happens when you live this way. You stop being a victim of circumstances. You stop getting stuck in endless loops of worry or regret. You begin to move forward, not with fear, but with peace. Because peace is not the absence of problems. It's the presence of inner clarity in the middle of them. So repeat this to yourself when life feels heavy. I will accept what is and change what I can. And in that simple, powerful mindset, you will begin to transform everything. 10. Choose compassion, even for yourself. It's easy to feel compassion for others. When someone else is in pain, we offer kindness, patience, and gentle words. But when we fall short, we become our own harshest critics. We replay our mistakes. We insult ourselves in silence. We carry guilt for days, weeks, even years. We hold ourselves to impossible standards and punish ourselves when we fail to meet them. But here's the truth. You cannot truly grow if you're constantly attacking yourself. Buddhism teaches that compassion must begin at home and that home is your own heart. Self-compassion doesn't mean making excuses. It means recognizing that you are human, that you are allowed to struggle, that healing is not a straight line, and mistakes are part of the journey. When you make a mistake, talk to yourself the way you would talk to a close friend. It's okay. You're learning. You're trying. You still matter. The way you speak to yourself becomes the space your soul lives in. If your inner voice is harsh, your spirit pulls back. If your inner voice is gentle, your spirit opens and grows. Think about a child learning to walk. When the child falls, you don't yell at them. You clap for them. You encourage them to stand up again. Give yourself that same kindness. Even in your hardest moments, you are not broken. You are growing. Even in your confusion, you are not a failure. You are still in progress. Self-compassion is not a weakness. It is one of the strongest qualities you can build. When you stop being against yourself, you create room to truly improve. So pause, put a hand on your heart, take a slow breath and tell yourself, I am doing my best. I am learning. I deserve love, even from myself. In that quiet moment, change begins. Not through pressure, but through gentle understanding. The road to healing is not built on self-criticism. It is built on compassion, one step at a time, one breath at a time. Break the pattern by stopping the thought. Each day, thousands of thoughts move through your mind. Some are neutral, some are helpful, but many of them, without you even noticing, can be harmful. Thoughts like, I am not good enough. No one really understands me. I always fail. Why should I even try? And the more these thoughts repeat, the stronger they become. You don't just think them. You begin to accept them as true. And once that belief settles in, it starts shaping your decisions, your actions, your energy, and in the end, your whole life. Buddhism teaches that our reality is formed by our thoughts. The Buddha once said, "We are what we think." Everything we are comes from our thoughts. With our thoughts, we create our world. This means the life you are living right now reflects the thoughts you have believed again and again. If your thoughts are full of fear, you move through life carefully, always expecting something bad. If your thoughts are filled with anger, you bring that heaviness into every conversation. If your thoughts come from a place of lack, you never feel that what you have or who you are is enough. But here is the good news. Thoughts do not last forever. They are habits and patterns. They are like lines in the mind, formed by repetition. And what has been trained into the mind can also be changed. The key is awareness. You need to start observing your thoughts instead of following them without question. When a painful or limiting thought appears, stop for a moment. Do not react. Do not follow it. Instead, ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is it helpful? Is it taking me where I want to go? Most of the time, you will see that it is just an old pattern, an outdated story your mind repeats because it feels familiar, not because it is true. For example, when the thought comes, I always ruin things, catch it and say, this is a habit, not a fact. I have made mistakes, but I have also learned. I have improved. I am not the same person I used to be. This is how you start breaking the cycle. You stop the thought before it turns into a belief. But awareness by itself is not enough. You also need to replace the thought with something healthier and stronger. Instead of, "I am not good enough," try saying, "I am growing, and growth is not always neat." Instead of, "I will never change," say, "I have already changed in ways I once thought were impossible." Instead of, "It is too late for me," tell yourself, "This moment is the right place to start." This is not fake positivity. It is mindful mental practice. It means choosing thoughts that help you heal instead of hurting yourself. Just as your body needs healthy food to develop, your mind needs healthy thoughts to grow. And you must stay patient. These thought patterns were not built in one day. They were formed over many years through repetition, trauma, pressure, and pain. So be kind to yourself as you start to reshape your mind. Every time you stop a limiting thought, even once, you reduce its hold on you. Each time you choose a different thought, you build a new pathway in your brain. This is called neuroplasticity, the mind's ability to reshape itself. And Buddhism understood this truth long before modern science explained it. Meditation is one of the strongest tools in this journey. When you sit quietly, you begin to notice the noise inside your mind. You start to see the same thoughts coming up again and again. In that silence, you create space, the space to choose, to release, to look at things differently, to breathe instead of react. With time, this mindful choosing feels more natural. You stop believing every thought that shows up. You become the watcher, not the trapped one. You begin to think with intention, not just from habit. And this is when real change begins. Because when your thoughts shift, your beliefs shift. When your beliefs shift, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, your actions shift too. And when your actions start to shift, your whole life begins to change. So if you feel stuck in a loop of fear, anger, or sadness, first look at your thoughts. What stories are you repeating to yourself? What beliefs are you still holding? What labels have you already moved beyond? And most importantly, what new thought will you choose today? Healing does not start with a new job, a new relationship, or a new place. It starts with a new thought. Break the pattern, notice the thought, question it, replace it. With time, your mind will stop feeling like a war zone. It will become your strongest support. Come back to your breath. It is your anchor. In moments of chaos, confusion, fear, or doubt, one thing stays steady, always there and strong enough to guide you back to peace: your breath. It may seem simple, maybe even too simple, but in Buddhism, the breath is more than just air moving in and out of the lungs. It connects you to the present moment. It opens the door to awareness and links the body, mind, and spirit. When life feels heavy, the mind begins to wander. It goes into the past, replaying old mistakes. It jumps into the future, creating worst-case stories. Fear grows, the body tightens. Before you know it, you are not here anymore. You are lost in thoughts that do not help you. But the breath only exists in the present. It cannot live in the past or the future. It lives only here, in this moment. When you focus on your breathing, you bring yourself back home, to awareness, to calm, to life itself. For thousands of years, Buddhist monks have used awareness of the breath to develop mindfulness and inner peace. No matter where you are or what you're going through, your breath is always with you. You do not need any tools, money, or approval. You only need the choice to pause and come back. When you place your attention on your breathing, something changes. Your nervous system starts to relax. Your thoughts slow down. Your heartbeat becomes steady. You stop getting carried away by the storm and instead become the quiet center inside it. Try it right now. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it softly for a second, then breathe out gently. Do it once more, but this time really pay attention. Notice the air entering your nose. Feel your chest rise. Feel the breath leave your body like a wave going back to the ocean. This simple act of awareness is deeply powerful. It reminds you that you are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the one breathing beneath them. When anger comes up, return to the breath. When sadness shows up, return to the breath. When anxiety tightens your chest, return to the breath. The problem may still be there, but how you relate to it will shift. You will discover clarity, space, and calm, so you can respond with awareness instead of reacting without thought. In Buddhist teaching, the breath carries prana, the life energy within you. When your breathing is short and rushed, your energy feels scattered. When your breathing is slow and steady, your energy becomes calm and grounded. Many people breathe without awareness, especially when they are stressed. But mindful breathing does more than relax you. It slowly changes your whole mind and body system. Breath work and meditation are not just spiritual practices. They are strong tools for emotional healing, reducing stress, and improving physical health. Modern science also supports this, showing that mindful breathing lowers stress hormones, builds emotional strength, supports the immune system, and improves mental focus. Beyond science, there is an even deeper truth. The first thing you did when you came into this world was inhale. The last thing you will do before you leave it is exhale. Every breath in between gives you a chance to start again. So when life feels heavy, when your thoughts move too fast, and your heart feels unsettled, do not look outside yourself for comfort. Pause. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart and breathe. Let your breath become your quiet prayer. Let it hold your pain. Let it remind you that you are here, you are alive, and this moment is enough. Turn it into a daily habit. Before the world reaches you in the morning, take a breath. After the noise of the day fades at night, take a breath. Between tasks, before you answer, before you react, breathe. Even one mindful breath can change your whole state. When you learn to control your breath, you start to steady your mind. And when your mind becomes steady, you find freedom, not because the world is different, but because you are different within it. Come back to the breath again and again. Let it anchor you when everything feels unclear. Let it be your teacher, your guide, your quiet refuge. In the pause between breathing in and breathing out, you meet yourself again, not the version shaped by pressure, but the one that has always been there, calm, aware, complete. This is where real change begins. In a world that keeps pushing you to go faster, achieve more, and please everyone, Buddhism offers a softer message. Slow down, be still, look within. The change you are searching for will not come from praise, possessions, or outside approval. It begins in solitude, in silence, in the brave choice to rebuild yourself from the inside. These 12 principles are not just ideas, they are open invitations. Invitations to let go of control, to sit quietly with yourself, to hear the wisdom hidden inside your pain, to remove the clutter from your life, to respond with awareness instead of reacting quickly, to let go of who you used to be, to walk alone with calm strength, to live with mindfulness and purpose, to accept what you cannot change, to treat yourself with deep compassion, to break the mental habits that hold you back, and to return, again and again, to the breath that keeps you steady. You are not damaged, you are growing. You are not late, you are waking up. Trust this journey, even when it feels silent, lonely, or hard. The strongest version of you is not built in a crowd. It is shaped in quiet moments when no one is looking, when you decide to rise, to rebuild, and to come back to who you truly are. Walk this path with bravery, and may peace follow you with every step.